Good morning, student. Now we have to study the biology section of class 9. Okay, in this section, the total number of 6 chapters in biology, and each chapter they have its own weightage. Okay, so we starting our syllabus with the first chapter, the chapter known as the cell, structural and functional unit of life. Okay, so what is cell? Cell can be defined as the smallest structural and functional basic unit of life. It means the life is originated from the cell. Every body, till the unicellular organism or the multicellular organism, the body consists of cell, and every cell perform their activity. It may be do respiration, it may be excretion, reproduction, everything. So in general ways we can say that the cell is a basic structural and functional unit of life. If there is no cell, there is no life. Okay, so the first cell was discovered by the scientist known as Robert Hooke in 1665. Okay, in the cork cell. Cork refers to, if you see the plant having that outer structure that is known as the bark. Okay, we see that comb-like structure is found in them. This comb-like structure is termed as cellula. After that, they giving the name known as the cell. Okay, उन्होंने सबसे पहले इसको नेम दिया था सेलुला, और उसके बाद इसको टर्म कर दिया गया that is known as the cell. Okay, if we see that unicellular organism like the amoeba, paramecium, that only consists of single cell. What is uni? Uni refers to single. Cellular means cell. The organism consists of a single cell known as the unicellular organism, and the organism made up of many cells. They are known as multicellular organism, like human being. Our bodies consist of trillions of cells, and each cell can perform their own activity. The division of labor is also found in them, but we can study after certain topic, that is in tissue. Okay, the cell is collectively combined to form the tissue. सारी सेल आपस में collectively combine होकर टिश्यू फॉर्मेशन करती है. ओके, सेल one or two cell collectively combine to form tissue, together to form tissue. Each tissue together or consist to form a organ like eyes, tongue, stomach, liver. They are form of tissue. Each organ collectively combine to form organ system like circulatory system, reproductive system, skeletal system. So each and every organ in our body, they collectively combine to form organ system, and every organ system collectively combine to form one individual like circulatory system, excretory system, controlling coordination system. Okay, and the skeletal system. All systems are collectively combined to form one single organism. All single organism collectively combine to form population. So we can say in this population, each organism is arise from the single cell. Okay, the next, that is the cell theory. Whenever cell is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665, after that there is the study of microscope is here, and after discovery of microscope, the scientists like the Swan and Sweden in 1839. Swan and Sweden are the two scientists in 1839 study the cell completely and make or postulate a theory. Theory is known as the cell theory. Okay, 1839 में श्वान और स्वीडन ने सेल को स्टडी किया, उसके ऊपर अपने postulates दिए. What are the postulates? The cell are the unit of life. It means हमारी बॉडी जो बनी है वो काहे से बनी है? सेल से। और हर सेल का अपना एक पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन होता है। Like the cell of nose responsible for smelling. Okay, the cell of tongue responsible for taste. They are having receptor known as gastroreceptor. The cell of eye responsible for vision. देखने के लिए responsible होती है. The cell of skin responsible for the sensation. Sense को करने के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होती है. सो वी कैन से द सेल आर द बेसिक यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ. अगर हमको इस अर्थ पे सरवाइव करना है तो हमारी बॉडी में सेल का प्रॉपर फंक्शन होना जरूरी है. द सेल कैन परफॉर्म द प्रॉपर फंक्शन. इफ इज नॉट प्रॉपर देन वी आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम सर्टेन टाइप्स ऑफ इलनेस. ओके, नाउ body of living organism is formed by only single cell. If starting a life, our life is starting from single cell. Okay, so every organism on the earth come from the single cell, and each cell can having their own product. हर cell का अपना product होता है. Okay, now no one cell is automatically generated. The cell is generated from the pre-existing one. अगर सेल नई सेल इस अर्थ पे बनी है तो कहाँ से बनी है? द सेल इज अराइज फ्रॉम द प्री एग्जिस्टिंग वन. पुरानी सेल से ही नई सेल का फॉर्मेशन होता है. अचानक से कोई नई सेल नहीं आ जाती है. नो न्यू सेल इज फॉर्म्ड सडनली. ओके, इट इज ऑलवेज formed from the pre-existing one. It means we are originated from our forefathers. ओके, our mother and father. हम अचानक से इस अर्थ पे नहीं आ गए हैं. हम आए हैं अपने मम्मा पापा से, अपने डैडी से, अपने मम्मा से. सो वी कैन से द न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म इज फॉर्म फ्रॉम प्री एग्जिस्टिंग वन. ओके, नाउ शेप एंड साइज ऑफ सेल. ऑन द अर्थ ईच एंड एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म having their own shape and size. So cell is also having a particular shape and size. Like in our body, RBC cell, they are the structure like the oval or maybe the amoeboid structure. Okay, nerve cell is a thread-like structure. Okay, some cell are cuboidal. Cuboidal refers to the having structure is cube-like. Some are columnar. Columnar refers to the structure is long column shaped structure. So every cell having their own structure and having size. That RBC cell is the smallest cell in our body. That is the lifespan is near about how many days? There is a 120 days is the lifespan of RBC cell. With the nerve cell is the longest cell of our body. Where is present? Nerve cell कहाँ होती है? Nerve cells are present every part of our body. What is function? It is responsible for carrying the messages. हमारी बॉडी में जो messages हैं उनको ले जाने के लिए जरूरी है. They are responsible for transmission of message. If you are cut here, what will happen? That message is goes to our brain. यहाँ से message कहाँ गया? brain में. कौन सी cell लगी? They are governed or by the nerve cell. Okay, so every cell having their own structure, their own function, okay, and their own size. Now, next one is the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Pro refers to the primitive. What is pro? Pro refers to the primitive. Pre, okay, and karyons means the nucleus. तो ऐसी सेल जो इस धरती पर इस अर्थ पे सबसे पहले आई थी, they are known as the prokaryotic cell. वो सेल कहलाती है prokaryotic cell. इन सेल की जो साइज होती है 5 से 500 म्यूमीटर से छोटी होती है. The size of the prokaryotic cell is less than the 5 to 500 millimeter. The cell having no fixed DNA. इन सेल का जो DNA होता है वो फिक्स नहीं होता है because mostly the DNA are present in the nucleus. So they cell having no fixed और centrally located nucleus. इसमें जो nucleus होता है वो well distinguished नहीं होता है because the nuclear membrane is not there. उस न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन नहीं होती है. That is why the nucleus is not distinguished and that the chromatin fiber or DNA is scattered in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay. Second thing is there is no internal organs. Okay, the cell having their own organelles. Okay, like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body. We have to study all things in our syllabus. So in the cell there are not well distinguished cell organelles are present. इसमें कहीं पर भी cell organelles present नहीं होते हैं. They are only the nucleus, but non well distinguished nucleus is present in prokaryotic cell. Okay, यहाँ पर जो न्यूक्लियस होता है वह न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट तो होता है बट वो वेल डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं होता है. एग्जाम्पल बैक्टीरिया, साइनोबैक्टीरिया. और अभी आप प्रीवियस आगे पढ़ेंगे किंगडम ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म में, तो वहाँ पर मोनेरास जो पढ़ेंगे उन मोनेरास के अंदर आपको प्रोकैरियोट्स मिलेंगे. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज यू. यू मतलब होता है एडवांस. कैरियॉन्स मीन्स न्यूक्लियस. So those organism या those cell having advanced nucleus, ऐसे organism जिनकी cell के जो है वो advanced होती हैं, okay, they are known as the eukaryotic organism and the cell is known as eukaryotic cell. Okay, now eukaryotic cell जो होती है, इस cell की जो size होती है वो 5 से 500 μm तक होती है. The size of the cell is 5 to 500 μm. First thing is that the cell having their own well distinguished nucleus. इसमें अपना well distinguished nucleus होता है. Present at the central और periphery. वो central में हो सकता है या peripheral location में भी हो सकता है. They having own cell organelles. इनके अंदर अपने खुद के cell organelles होते हैं. Like mitochondria, Golgi body, vacuoles. Okay, now this cell having again classified into two parts, plant cell and the animal cell. Okay, आप 8th या 7th क्लास में पढ़कर आए होंगे कि what is a plant cell and animal cell. In this whole chapter we study all the organelles one by one. हमारे पास जो भी organelles हैं उन organelles को हम one by one study करेंगे. Thank you.